Hello, everyone. My name's Dean. Let's talk crypto. This is where you subscribe for daily Bitcoin updates and technical analysis. We track the price of Bitcoin as a proxy for the cryptocurrency markets at large. Today is December 12th, 2021, and Bitcoin is looking like it's in a corrective state. I say this many times. Today, we're going to be discussing what we can expect from Bitcoin in the immediate short term, as well as what we can expect from our Chainlink trade, okay? Our Chainlink setup, all right? What can we trade with Chainlink? If you're interested in that, then stay tuned until the end. I'm going to try to make this one short and sweet. Hope you're having a great Sunday wherever you are. All right. Now, on every asset, we see more or less the same thing, okay? If you're subscribed to the channel, you'll know that we track these reversal patterns, as I like to call them. Usually it's like an A wave, right? A B wave, and now a pivot and C wave, okay? And these reversal patterns are universal. You'll see them pretty much, in any asset for a big reversal in momentum. So an asset was going down by quite a lot. Now it's reversing to go up. It's going to do that, right? And then you get your 3 touch points, right? That's the pitchfork that I like to talk about, the reversal pitchfork. This is what I'm seeing. This is what I'm seeing in Bitcoin. This is what I'm seeing in other assets, okay? That's the sort of the large kind of simple high bird's eye analysis view. Now, more specifically, what are we seeing in this price action, right? Like I said, we have our B wave already, right? This is clearly an A, B, C. Okay, so we have A and B down. This is A. This is B. Now, what are we in here? I believe that we're in a complex B wave correction pivot. Okay, so for me, what I'm seeing is this is A. This is a 1, 2, 3, right? You see that? And then this is a B wave. That's, instead of just one line, you got a zigzag. So this is where I am expecting a drop in Bitcoin. I'm no longer expecting a drop to 45 though. Here's why. If you take this A wave of the B wave, right? And again, 3 waves, right? A, B, C, right? This is a B wave that has a bunch of complex corrections in it. Okay, and we're going to look at that in a second. Essentially, you are taking your fib extension tool and doing something like this. Your B wave, the A wave of this B wave. Okay, let's just call it this B wave because there's so many nests. It's confusing. So the A wave going down, you want to take that, the pullback of the B wave. Let's say the top is here. Not exactly sure. It could go a little more, and we'll talk about that in a second. But here, the likely target is 46.4 to 45.6. Like we said yesterday, more than likely, it's going to end around 46 and not come all the way down to 45. We don't know. But that's where I anticipate Bitcoin going in this region, okay? Now, let's look more closely about this right here. And this is, to me, very clearly a complex wave, right? So what do we know about complex waves? One, we count them with W, X, Ys, and Zs. We don't count them with A, B, Cs. Two, we know fundamentally that whenever price action is in a range for a very long time, right? If you study Wyckoff, you'll see that you'll call it accumulation or a distribution pattern, right? This is what we call in Elliott wave theory a complex wave. When price action is taking its time, it's giving market participants all the time in the world to decide what they want to do. Do they want to buy? Do they want to sell? this is what we're in my estimation, right? This B wave right here. So if this is the A wave I'm referring to, right? This is a B wave, because there's tons of A and B waves, right? This B wave is complex, and let's look at it more closely. Okay, let's zoom in a bit, and we can see, and we can try and count it. Why do we try and count these things? Not because we want to trade them. They're not high probability trades. You do not want to trade them. You want to use them to make entries and exits and to know what more or less the market is doing, okay, where it's at, when you can expect your drops into the C wave. All right, so if this again is your A wave of this structure, right, this is the beginning of the B wave. So you get 1, 2, 3. That's one wave, right? So that would be a W. You get one, one. Okay, yeah. 1, 2, 3. Here, sorry. And then let's see. Sorry, I'm a little bit. Let's see. I'm gonna go into smaller time frame. I need more definition to count this. 15 minutes. Okay, that's a little better. Okay, let's say it starts here. Let's erase this. Let's say it starts here. Okay, so this, count 3 waves. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, something like that. Yeah. So that's W. This is X, Y, X2, and then this is Z. Just finishing up. I'm counting a triple 3. Okay, so there's double 3s and triple 3s. All right, and a triple 3 is basically you have your X's, you don't count them, and the triple refers to the W, Y, and the Z, right? And the double 3 is just a W, X, Y. When you get the W and the Y, that's the double, right? So I'm seeing a triple 3. I'm seeing that this correction is almost over by my count. I could be wrong. Once again, we're not trading this. This is just to track the progression of a complex correction. If you have no idea what a complex correction is, I invite you, just look it up, Google it really quickly, and it can be very valuable to you as a trader, especially using the Elliott wave theory to try and understand what's going on. That's like one of the highest levels of Elliott wave theory. I think not the highest, but one of the highest is being able to count complex corrections. Being able to count them in a fluent way, rather, right? Because this is all just chart reading. All right, so let's say that we have one more push in Z, and this is the A wave of this B wave. All right, let's pull out our fibs to see where we're at. So Fibonacci retracement tool shows us that we are in the 786-886 region. I figured that would take us to around the 1. Okay, that would take us close into here, and this is consistent. Just looking at the volume, it's consistent with my analysis in that we have a decrease in price action and a decrease in volume. So you see there's some volume divergence, which indicates that the downwards movement in price action right here, so downwards movement in price action is and downwards movement in volume basically means that we're not necessarily going down to go down. We're going down to consolidate, and then the actual move, the market wants to move up. Okay, that's what I'm seeing here. right? Just looking at these two things. Hope that was clear. All right. So let's say we get another push. Then what do I expect? I expect us to go into an impulsive wave down. So 5 waves down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then 3 waves up. And this is if you're trading. I wouldn't trade Bitcoin, by the way, just because generally speaking, Bitcoin is in correction. We anticipate, we project that it's in a 2-wave correction, a larger 2-wave corrections. And I don't think it's a good idea to trade corrections, generally speaking. It's just not a high probability. There's a lot of chop in corrections. That's why I'm not trading Bitcoin and I'm trading Link instead. I'm going to get into the Link trade in a moment. In any case, this when I say this is where you enter, I'm talking about in the market, right? Because the market, Bitcoin kind of leads the market, and so everything else is going to mirror this price action. So in other assets, this is where you will want to enter. In other assets that are in impulsive mode, this is where you want to enter. After your 5 waves down impulsively, you get your 3 waves up. You want to enter safely. Once you've identified these 5 waves and you've identified the end of 3 waves, you use then your 2-wave sort of fibs. So you know that the 2-wave can only retrace between the 382 and the 618, right? So you put your stops behind the 618. This is when you go short for the C wave, right? For the rest of the C wave. So that's safe trading right there. So that's what I'm seeing with Bitcoin. Essentially, like I said a moment ago, I anticipate we come down to using the Fibonacci extension tool or trend-based extension tool, whatever. Very simply, the distance of this A wave, a retrace of this B wave. Let's say we come up to the 1. I anticipate we come to now 46.8, between 46.9 and 46K. Right? Let's just say 46K. That's the new target I anticipate that Bitcoin come to in the C wave correction. One last thing, we go on higher time frame, zoom out just a bit on the hourly, and you can see it's consistent with my analysis because the hourly time frame is topped out here. It's topped out. It's high on the stochastic RSI. Let's see the 4-hourly time frame. It's also much, heavily topped out, right? So you can see it's likely that we get a move down, and that move down is likely to come to 46K, which is what I'm seeing. So just zooming out, I anticipate that we get something like this, right? For C, and more specifically, it's going to be boom, 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 right? Your 5 waves down. And at that point, you get a small pivot, flat correction, and that's going to lead you into 5 waves in your C wave, your pullback, 3-wave pullback, right? And this is when you enter long, using, again, the 618 as your stops, okay? This is what I'm seeing for Bitcoin, and other assets in our market are going to mirror this. Okay, so let me just clean this up really quickly. Okay, now let's go to Chainlink, right? I'm seeing this is what we're trading. Why? Because if you zoom out, for those of you who aren't subscribed, if you zoom out on Chainlink, it is not in corrective mode. It is going to be in impulsive mode. It is in the C wave of its larger degree B wave. Okay, that's why we're trading Chainlink. In any case, same type of analysis here for Chainlink. All right. So 30-minute time frame, we've got your A wave, larger degree A wave. You've got the B wave that actually started here. Boom, boom, boom. Right. So that's your B wave. So your B wave, and then you have this pivot. Okay, so actually the B wave, let's be more precise here. The A wave actually went from here to there. It stopped there. Here you have your pivot, your flat correction pivot into the B wave. Your B wave stops here, right here. And now you have your pivot, A, B, anticipate a C wave, right? This is what I'm seeing again in the market. And if this is your pivot, your A wave of your pivot, right? Very simply, this then is your B wave that you're working with. Kind of the same thing as Bitcoin, right? And this is this is the theme, or this is the thesis of this channel. You use Bitcoin analysis to shed light, to elucidate the market structure and the patterns of other assets, right? That's why, crypto isn't super difficult in that you track one coin and you get a great idea for everything else because Bitcoin has such market dominance. So this B wave here is pretty much, if we use our fib retracement tool from the top of the A wave, it's around the 618. I anticipate this B wave come up here. Why? Because you can't be half pregnant, meaning it's either a zigzag or a flat. If it were a zigzag, and why didn't I pull the A wave down to here? It's because I can do that. That's possible. But the A wave technically, yeah, let's say this is the A wave. Let's say this is the A wave. Okay, so forget my half pregnant statement. This is already legitimately, officially a flat correction because it's hit the 786 of the A wave, okay? So if we hit the 786 of the A wave, we're okay to be a flat correction. Yet and still, I think that this B wave here, this nested B wave, you have an A, B, I still anticipate another leg up, okay? I think we got here a zigzag in link. This B wave, so this is an A wave, this B wave is a zigzag. And let's remove this really quickly. Whoops. Let's remove this. And if we take this to be an A wave, right? Let's take our fib extension tool. A, B. Okay. Maybe it's not going to get up to the 1, 2, 3, 6. And let's see in terms of retracement what it looks like. Whoops. See, it's like things rhyme. They're not identical. So, for instance, in Bitcoin, you see this B wave is a flat correction. Now, in Link, it's a zigzag correction. Why? Because this B wave so far is right now between the 0.5. It's retraced. So, right in the Bitcoin, remember you had an A wave in the B wave, and this B wave came down more, right, to the 786. So it was clearly a flat correction. Here, the retracement of this portion of the B wave is coming only to between the 0.5 and the 618. So that means that you're likely getting a zigzag correction. So I anticipate price come down here and then go up a little bit before completing this B wave and then coming back down to finish. Okay, so if I had to project on where Link was going to go, I think we're going to eventually get something like, let's see. So this zigzag is going to make this larger structure a flat correction. I hope I'm not losing anybody. But essentially, Link's going to come down to around the 17 region. So that's basically what I'm seeing with the market. That's what I'm seeing with Link. Just trade carefully, keep your losses small and your wins large, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye.